The latest accident comes less than a week after Kubica helped unveil the Lotus Renault team's new car for the 2011 season.
You know, always there is special excitement to test it for the first time.
Kubica immediately putting the car to good use, going fastest in the first week of pre-season testing. This was the year many predicted he could challenge for the Formula One title. For now, it's unclear when or if he'll compete at the sport's highest level again. Andrew Potter, Al Jazeera.
Indian cricket fans have been protesting against officials from the sport's governing body. ICC inspectors returned to the Eden Gardens Stadium in Calcutta on Monday. It comes after cricket's world governing body decided the venue was unfit to hosting one of the biggest games at the upcoming World Cup, the India versus England match at the end of February. The inspectors have returned to see if the Calcutta ground will be ready to host the further 3 matches it's due to host. Moving on to football now, FIFA President Sepp Blatter has strongly indicated the 2022 World Cup in Qatar will take place in the summer, despite previously suggesting it could be moved to winter. Blatter had previously stated that he expected the games to move from the normal date of the summer because of the country's climate. He also said that all the 64 matches will be played in the territory of Qatar and not extended to the neighbouring countries. In the English Premier League, there was no winning debut for Fernando Torres as his former club Liverpool took the spoils with a 1-0 win at Stamford Bridge. All attention focused on Chelsea's new $80 million man, but Liverpool ensured they got no change. Raul Meireles with the goal that sees Liverpool up to 6th. While reigning champions Chelsea are now 10 points adrift of leaders Man United, and Birmingham jump out of the drop zone with their 1-0 over West Ham, who slipped to the bottom. In Spain, Cristiano Ronaldo fired Real Madrid to a 4-1 win over Real Sociedad to cut the gap on leaders Barca to 7 points. But it was Kaká who got his name on the score sheet first as he continues his return from injury. Then Ronaldo finally broke his 4-game goal-scoring drought. This powerful left-footer putting Real 2 up. His second came from a well-directed header to draw him level in La Liga goal-scoring charts with Barca striker Lionel Messi. Despite Sociedad pulling a goal back, the home side closed out the game with Togolese striker Emmanuel Adebayor scoring his first league goal for Real since joining on loan from Man City. Final score 4-1 to Real. The late game in Spain saw Valencia stay in the hunt for the 3rd automatic Champions League spot after beating Hercules 2-0. Goals from Aduriz Zubeldia and then Tino Costa sealed the points for the home side. The win puts them just 1 point behind Villarreal in 3rd. With Serie A league leaders AC Milan only drawing away at Genoa over the weekend, city rivals Inter have reduced the gap to 5 points after beating Roma. They moved up to 3rd with the game in hand. Wesley Sneijder getting the first of Inter's 5 goals in just the 3rd minute. Roma hit right back for an equaliser before Samuel Eto'o added a second before half-time. Either side were finished, and with 5 goals in the second half, the final score was Inter 5, Roma 3. And that's all your sport from me. Hand you back to Rida.
Thank you very much for that, Sana. And do stay with us here on Al Jazeera. We'll be back in Sudan and Egypt for the latest from both those neighbouring countries in just a moment.
Business Latest is brought to you by the Qatar Tourism Authority and Capco.
Hello and welcome to Al Jazeera. The top stories that we're following this half hour. Sudan's president accepts a vote to split the country in two. Official results are expected any minute now. Meanwhile, in Egypt, demonstrations continue. Thousands of pro-democracy supporters have held a symbolic funeral for a journalist killed during the clashes. And WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has appeared in court to fight extradition to Sweden. Hello again, I'm Rida Fakhri. It is a historic day for Sudan and all of Africa. The official results of the South's referendum are due to be announced any moment now. An early sighting by reporters suggests 98.83% of people voted to split from the north, breaking the continent's largest country in two. A new nation is expected to be created on July 9th. Even Sudan's President Omar al-Bashir has accepted the South will break away. He spoke hours before the figures were due to be released.
We have the results today. We warmly welcome them because they express the wish of the people of the South.
As we await for the official announcement of those results, we're looking at live pictures there of what appear to be prayers going on in the background and some kind of announcement being made. We will try to get the details on that in just a moment. Meanwhile, Sudan is, as we say, currently Africa's biggest country, but on July 9th, it will no longer be. When southern Sudan breaks away from the north, that title will go to Algeria. No decision has been made yet on what the new nation will be called, nor has there been any resolution on who will get the disputed region of Abyei. It is oil-rich and prime agricultural real estate. The people of Abyei are yet to vote on who they want to be aligned with. At the moment, tribes are allied to both the north and the south. Well, despite the challenges ahead, residents in southern Sudan are pleased at the prospect of becoming part of a new nation.
Me, as a citizen of southern Sudan, I'm really extremely happy because we are going to experience a new life. There will be no more oppression by the Arabs. We're going to be independent.
Yeah, for us, I'm feeling very happy because I know that this official one, it is just to inform the world that this one is done official.
Harun Mutasa joins us now live from Juba in southern Sudan. Not sure if the announcement has been officially made. No one doubted the outcome of this referendum. Were people surprised, though, about how emphatic, how overwhelming the yes vote was?
Yes, the numbers are huge. People, it's over 98.83%, we've been told, have voted for separation. That's according to a Reuters news wire. But on the ground, the sentiment here has been overwhelming for a long, long time. A few kilometers from where I am right now, people who were told not to gather in a square for security reasons have gathered. We're told close to 500 or so people went on their own. They're sitting there, they put up screens, and they're going to watch the announcement when it finally is announced. It just shows the momentum here. People have waited years for this day to come. They say they've been marginalized for decades by the North. They say it's time to sever ties.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
I believe a nation on their own.
An announcement is being officially made just now. Let's listen in.
The first Vice President of the Republic of Sudan,